Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another stadium game. This time we're playing Moira and we're going to take a look at Chain Grasp. So viewers of previous videos will know how much I love Chain Grasp. Now the reason why I'm asking our Rhine if they're on a flying build, first of all, it's Purple Worm. It's always a flying build, but it is kind of new season, big patch. I don't know if that's what they're going to be going. Now my plan was actually to do a heal bot build with a Rhine, but if I commit to that, then if he starts flying away, it's useless, right? So that's why I'm asking. They're not responding, so I'm just going to make the assumption that they are going a flying build, and we want to get medkit, we want to get exo springs and chain grasp. What a weird first two items. The simple thing is chain grasp now only applies for 2 seconds, but it isn't just when you fire an orb, it's when you use a gadget or ability. Now exo springs isn't a gadget, but it does count as ability use, so that means we can now use orb, we can use fade, we can use exo springs, and we can use this medkit gadget to trigger 2 seconds of chain grasp. So the goal, quite simple. Let's just keep alternating those various gadgets and abilities and try and have chain grasp even more often than we would have had it with just orb. The downside, of course, is that we don't get that much damage because we can't build anything extra with it because the 2 gadgets cost 3,000. But the advantage is obviously we're going to have it up more, and also both of those items give us health. And so our health is actually quite high on this, like right at the start. And what you'll have to look is at the bottom right of the screen, the gadget use, like an ability use, just you'll see chain grasp pop up. Now I'm aware that I'm not using it perfectly. I will often use one of these items or abilities when there's only one player, there's no one to chain grasp to. A better Moira would probably wait until they know that players are within range and then just pop one of them and get the damage that way. But look, we're not perfect. It's new. If we kept this build up, we'd probably get better at it. So, I mean, if you haven't realized already, we're up against the Hazard and Ashe and May, Brig and Mercy. On our team, we've got Reinhardt, Tracer, Reaper, Kiriko, and Moira. And Ashe getting a few nice shots on us. We couldn't heal that one. Gonna fade away, actually use our medkit for defensive reasons. Didn't quite work out. Still, we're in the lead. Damage is okay. The downside, of course, is with chain, like the regular chain grasp builds, you had a lot of downtime between your chain grasps, and so that gave you a chance to do kind of some healing. Like you'd push forward, deal some damage, and then you could go and heal your team. But I feel like to get the value now, we're going to use our medkit again. Actually, it just cancelled it. Oh no, I think it's alright. But yeah, the downside of this is in order to get decent value out of chain grasp, I feel like you can't really heal that much. You just got to keep on trying to grasp players. So it's like, yeah, now we're just using everything we can. Just about escaped that one. Coalescence over onto the Rhine, did not save them. Might be able to put some damage out on the Brig though. Okay, Brig goes down. There's our orb, followed by our medkit gadget, followed by our fade. Do have exo boots still to use if we need it. Here we use our fade. Actually, they're retreating. That's maybe the Reaper intimidated them a little bit. So I would say that chain grasp is definitely worse in the early game. Like, I'll spoil that early on. I think it's worse in the early game, but in these matches, the late game I think is actually stronger. Like, especially with a build that I like to play. You'll see why. Right, Hazard chasing us down here a little bit. We have a good amount of health though, so, and with help with our tank. Also, by the way, guys, this tank is hilarious in this game. Like, seriously, stick around and watch what they do. No, I don't have the build code for their game, but this tank is a known Rhine who would go flying Rhine and yeah, put some crazy pins. Now Rhine's changed, and yeah, it just gets wild. right? What they're actually doing with this build. So that's one thing to stick around for. Overtime already. We've got Coalescence. We can fade forward, but it doesn't matter. Nobody's going to touch the objective. Did we make any money? Oh, we did get MVP. We actually made really good money. Not as much as the Ashe, though, but nearly 16k is very good.
Get ready for chaos in Clash.
Right, round 2. So we've got a couple of options here. Not Orb Explosion. Ignore the fact that I'm on there. So Cross Orbal and Ethereal Excision. Now the reason why I picked Cross Orbal here is because at the moment there may or may not be a bug where Ethereal Excision can apply Cyber Venom to your own team. So Ethereal Excision now, players affected by orbs will get crit on your weapon like power, on your healing or damage, right? So if you throw a damage orb at an enemy and start grasping the enemy, then you start doing critical damage. If you heal orb your team and you heal your team, they get like critical healing. But there's something weird where Cyber Venom or Ethereal Excision can apply to your own team. And I don't want to risk that. I'm already not doing much healing. The last thing I want to do is apply a heal nerf to my teammates. So we go with Cross Orbal now. That also it allows us to get Cyber Venom, right? And we are up against a Brig and a Mercy. I felt like Cyber Venom is kind of going to be essential. In the next game, though, we do it the other way. I opt to not pick Cyber Venom, and instead we get Ethereal Excision. So you'll get to see the difference between the two Chain Grasp builds. I feel like one of these is what I would end up going, or something a bit similar anyway. Brig very low. We take him down. Ashe at the back's going to be a bit annoying. Use Exo Boots, but don't actually Chain Grasp anyone on it. Medkit now. A little bit of Chain Grasping. Can fade. Look for the Chain Grasp. No one. Oh, Hazard's on us though. I think we might go down here. Get an Exo Boost. Didn't need it because no one's chained to, but we used it anyway. It's just kind of keeping a cycle. Like, we always tend to have one of these cooldowns available. Go for the Ashe at the back. Brig now with the orb on her. Does get taken out. Hazard's next to us. Can fade that one if we want. Exo Boots. Didn't get anything out of that. No Chain Grasp, that is. But still, just having all these cooldowns available, I feel like this is probably the way. Otherwise, Chain Grasp just straight up nerfed, really. Okay, Coalescence. Ashe is poking us a bit. Kind of can't really commit forward to this one. Too many players there. Let's see if we can get some damage on her. Stop her shooting at me. Hazard is attacking us there. We're going to have to fall all the way back. Ult comes in across the point. Doesn't catch anybody, I believe. As Ryan's already up on the high ground. Reaper and I taking down the Ashe. Ryan's still just about surviving. Saw that one too late, but shouldn't be too big of a problem. Okay, we can fade that. Oh, there's going to be a wall though, right? There's going to be a wall. Massive shatter from the Ryan. Hazard and Brig eliminated. Push forward to the Ashe. Keep her in spawn if we can. Heal Orb didn't quite bounce how I wanted it to. Spawn turrets are taking out the Ryan. I was trying to save him. We've got 4 health left. We'll probably have to... Well, I was going to say back off, but instead we're just going to go straight in for some Chain Grasp damage. Ashe again, keeping her back in spawn. Don't want to go that side because Bob's over there. Okay. Oh, she had to reload, I think. It's an unlucky reload. Exo. Okay, I think that dodged the slice. But still, they're going to be surely coming in with a wall quite quickly. Oh, health is kind of on the edge. It may look high, but that's not high against the Hazard. Try and get some healing. Oh, no, great wall from the Mei. Really, really good wall. Okay, Hazard. Not such a great ult from the Hazard. Mei's hitting us. This Mei, by the way, I've played a few games against them now, and the accuracy is insane. Like, actually insane. Suspicious if you ask me, but, you know, we'll give them the benefit of the doubt and just say they're an absolute heroic Mei player. You'll see, they just hit the headshots. So this is this point is certainly dragging on. We're earning big cash though. That is definitely going to help us with this build. Try to cross orbital to get some healing onto the Rhine. I still always preferred firing the damage orb over the healing orb first. You know, DPS Moira things. But it looks like enemy team is going to be capturing the point. We get the long spawn, not ideal. Oh, what? Did you see the Rhine? He's still flying. What? He got all the way from spawn to their choke point. I mean, he's dead there now, right? But that's kind of, it's slower. But that's kind of weird. Good shooting from the Ashe. The Ashe a little bit sus as well. But just good players, I think. Okay, enemy team all over the point. Mayot comes in as well. Don't know if that's going to get anybody, but it certainly forces players to go a different direction. Reaper trying to get to the point. Rhine also trying. Looks like they both managed to get there. Can we keep any of them alive here? Or just kill the whole enemy team? Oh, the Ashe again. That's unfortunate. We had Coalescence. Just 3 shots in a row. What can we do? Maybe use the ult, but fine. Enemy team quite high cash-wise. The Ashe again earning a bit more than us, but we do get MVP again for our team. Which means we should be able to buy some of the bigger items here.
What tactics will the teams come up with this round?
So keep Shield Buster, that's going to be very good against the Hazard. Just simply put, allows us to grasp on the armor and then chain grasp with additional attack speed. Cyber Venom, I feel like it's very much needed. Do we want to give up one of these? So Exo Boots I found probably the more tricky one to use. Obviously with just medkit we just press 3 on the keyboard and that's it, right? Press the button and then carry on. Having a look at the enemy team here. Briggs on, yeah, the heal pack build. Volskaya Ordnance has changed. Deal 5% weapon damage for every 100 bonus life that they've got. And I'm not sure if that's... Bonus life is a bit weird because is it like life that they get from items? What about the cash increase, you know, from Stadium as the rounds go on? Because this could be a really good item or it could be kind of horrific. I don't know. It could be a great late game item, but still that's what we had and we thought let's give it a try. See if it actually does anything against any of these players. It does give some attack speed, which is nice. Ryan's already in... Well... I mean, that's our tank, right? They're not throwing. There's method to the madness. They're genuinely trying to win, just with a bit of style. I might add, they kept getting their account banned because some players just don't see the vision. Look, he came from spawn and just killed the Brig.
I've dealt with cynics before.
I mean, he's dead again, but fine. Right. Hazard pushing forward. See if we can get a bit of chain grasp on him here. Use medkit. That wall's going to be very annoying, actually. Didn't want to take the AP damage. I don't know if what it still does. Maybe Hazard changed a bit. Ryan's in there. Big shatter. Chain grasp onto players here. Got to watch out for the May ult, though. Let's get outside of the point. I don't think we're going to be able to save too many players here. May is there. Oh. Okay, the cross orb nearly got to the Rhine. Okay, Brig taken down. Still a Mercy in there. Mercy's eliminated. Still a May in there. May is eliminated. Still a... No one else is there. Reaper getting the credit for those kills. Let's fade around. Let's fire some scouting orbs up top. They are hitting, so we know players are up there. Ryan's already in their spawn, just doing a complete circuit by the looks of it. Should have probably healed the Ryan there with that orb, but Hazard moving towards the point, so is Brig. Can we get this chain grasp? Ashe hitting the shots again. We're going to fade that one. Reaper's eliminated. Got Coalescence, but is it going to do too much there? Pulse Bomb's going to help, though. Can we get the Brig down? We do. Great little Pulse Bomb from... Oof. The Mei gets us with a headshot flying through the air. Fine. Good shot, I guess. Okay, enemy team 75%. We are definitely struggling. Like, this is not as easy, like, value-wise with Moira and Chain Grasp. I don't think it's like, you know, I'm not feeling like we're useless. It's just it doesn't have the same effect. But there's been a lot of changes in the game, so we may be doing more relative to other supports. Ashe shooting us there with the Bob on point. We try and get a touch. We actually got body blocked. Oh, Ryan earning some big cash though. Mei on the enemy team getting MVP. Right. Big open payload map. This should be pretty good for Chain Grasp, but we can also get a power. So we're kind of just going for our standard one. I'm not going to get Spectral Beam. I have been playing a weird build with that though, not just the one that I put up on YouTube already. We're going to be going Phantasm. So it's kind of your standard, or at least my standard Chain Grasp build. A few changes here and there. For Sky Ordnance, did we really get much value out of it? I didn't feel it, so let's go with a more traditional weapon jammer. We're definitely a bit more broke than we would be at this stage normally. Vanadium's more expensive now. I still think it's worth it. It does also allow us to get a 10k item or a 9k with a 1k as well. Phantasmic Flux. I mean, it gives us a bit of lifesteal, right? So, and the overhealth, of course, keeps us alive. Vanadium's going to give us a bunch of health. That should hopefully help us survive against the Mei headshots and the Ashe as well. And guys, while you're here, if you could do me a big favor and hit the like button on the video. I've got some fun videos coming up soon as well, so another Flying Coal one actually. So make sure you also hit the subscribe button if you're not already subscribed, just so that you don't miss that one. It's a great game as well. Right, Orion's in their spawn again. No, we're not going to be reporting them. We understand it. Oof. Mei hitting us again. Problematic. Ah. Yeah, God, the shots are just accurate. Okay, can we... No, can't take her down though. Got the ice block. Nearly timed the orb well. Lucky she didn't... Well, surprising that she didn't hit, like, those last shots. Hazard's there, make sure to ping it for our Tracer. Does get taken down. Okay, we get to make some objective progress. Enemy team are currently winning 2-1, so it would be very nice for us to be able to win this game. Let's push up, use medkit for Chain Grasp, but there's only the Brig there, so that didn't really work. We used it blindly. I'm okay with that. Ryan's in a bit of trouble. We're actually in a bit of trouble. The Ashe is just hitting all the shots on us. Flying Mei. Got a fade. Ooh, damage over onto the Mercy. Again, respecting the DPS, so we'll fade back earlier than I'd like to. How much damage I take is an adaptive process in each game. Like, sometimes we say, yeah, these players are probably likely to miss 50% of their shots. So that's kind of when we'll fade. Other players, you go, nope, they're hitting all their shots, so if we get hit once, maybe we'll fade back. Oh, crazy Brig. Oh, Ryan missed the pin though. Does look like Mei's chasing him. Can we get over there to save him? Coalescence used. Off goes the I mean, where's the Hazard going? Ryan's taken him back to the spawn turrets, I think. Or at least tried to. Tried to, but didn't quite get the distance. Hazard managed to get back here. Okay, well, he's there. It's taken down. Ash, you're surely going down here. There's no way you survive. Bob's there. We faded it, but then saw that the Bob disappeared. Okay, we used the gadget again for a single target. Our team looking good. Okay, again taking some damage from the Ash, so we fade that quite early because they've been hitting their shots. Don't think anyone on the enemy team is going to arrive in time here. No, they are not. What's the cash looking like? We didn't earn that much. Then again, neither did many players in that round, so Reaper on 11k, May with a 10k.
Up next, let's push.
It seems they're not too happy with our Rhine.
The teams are gearing up.
That's
Every
normally a good
choice
thing.
is crucial.
Right. Phantasmic Flux, Vanadium. I think... Did we use coal in that round? I've been doing that too much lately. Let's get rid of some items here. Do we want to... See, I want the cooldown reduction already. Basically, I want to go for my normal anti-sustain build, but the cooldown reduction is just more important. We haven't got the gadgets anymore. Now, we can buy them back, but this is why I'm looking at other cooldown reduction items here. Like, what can we get? I think we've kept Vanadium. I mean, they're pretty bad, aren't they? Like, those items. We do have a gadget to use. Ironclad exhaust ports. It's gonna give us cooldown reduction, but maybe we can do this a different way. Let's get Weapon Jammer. Cyber Venom gives us a bit of cooldown. Ooh. The money works out perfectly for Icy Coolant and Multi-Tool. So yeah, with Vanadium, that's going to give us 25% cooldown reduction once we've got our ult. 15 before that. Does make us a bit low on health, but at least Vanadium gives us something. So our Rhine is actually pretty rich right now. Richest on our team, with me on second. Enemy team, you do have the May of all characters, and the Ash leading the way. Didn't have time to look at all of the Rhine build, but you could pause the video there if you want to see what they're doing. I'm assuming that Ryan's going to be... Where is he? Oh, okay, he's still all the way back at choke. It's been a bit of a slow move out of spawn. Still the first one to die. That's fine. Going for the pin. Stand still dodging on the May. Actually worked surprisingly well. Okay, we really need to get our ultimate here. Just to get that Vanadium, to get more cooldown reduction, to get more chain grasps. But at the same time, we've got to be pretty active here. Even up until that point, Hazard taken down. We've got 43 health. We're going to have to fade that. Hope there's nobody behind us. May is here. Standstill dodge working again. Have we found, like, the way? Make little adjustments to players. Not against the Ash, though. Who is still hitting all the shots. Missed one there. Okay, Mercy gets a res over onto the brig. Mayo coming in. Oh, that's going to freeze several of our players. We'll just go for damage. We're not saving them there. Any targets that we can kill. Attacking the May, but being healed by the Mercy. Brig's on us as well. We've got Fade. Got Coalescence. Don't want to use it. We've got Vanadium. Okay, that's good. Because that's the kind of situation that I definitely would use Coal in. Maybe we'll remember. Normally if I'm doing the same build every game and it's got Vanadium in it, then I do remember, but when you're swapping around between a fade through players and use Coalescence build and a Vanadium build, you're gonna hit Coalescence sometimes. Okay, Heal Orb over to our Reaper there. Fade all the way back. We have got the lead. Bob is there, we'll make sure to avoid that. Ash still hitting shots. Let's go pressure him. Fade through. Reaper's with me, even if the Mercy's still healing a little bit. It's not going to survive that one, surely. Okay. Jump up, rotate around behind the bot in case anyone was going to be pushing it. Chain Grasp up top with the Ryan as well. Phantasm Orb. Let's get onto a little bit of high ground. Hazard blocking, but we've got a lot of damage. Tracer joined in. Hazard taken down. We will be able to get the bot a little bit further. 13 seconds remaining. Did lose our Tracer here though. Enemy team, do they have a bob or something to get a touch? Okay, damage over onto the Hazard. Phantasm Orb. Chain Grasp with the regular Orb. Ryan with a pin from downtown. Brig manages here with a whip shot. Reaper ult coming in as well. May ult's also there. Have got an option to use Cole here. There we go. It's actually to save players. Should be the end of the round if we can hold on to it. Brig is next to us, of course. That's going to be a little bit of a problem. Still, they've got to get to the bot. Nice shatter over onto the tank. Hazard taken down. Mercy, don't let her get the res. She absolutely did not. And we do go up 3-2. Pretty nice.
Quite the performance from these superstars. Coming up next, the teams are facing off in Clash.
Slightly better map for our orbs. We do obviously have Cross Orbal and Phantasm, which is nice. What power to get here though? That's the problem, because Void Hoppers is the normal one that I would use, but I don't like it for a cleanse. I like it for giving you overhealth. Basically, it's more like Scientific Death Odd for me than Void Hoppers is. So I don't yet know what power to do, so let's focus on the items rather than spend too long thinking about that. Haven't got enough for Hard Light Accelerator and Iridescent Iris. It means we have to sell something. So cooldown reduction is looking okay, but we can't buy anything else with this. Weapon Jammer. We do have an option to sell that for Super Flexor or something. Not going to get Destruction's Divide. Obviously not going to get Spectral. I think Multi-Ball's probably just going to be, you know, it adds a bit more damage in there. A few more Cyber Venoms. I think that's probably the choice. Knowing that the bug exists. Otherwise, Ethereal Excision would be a very good choice. As I said, we're going to try that out in a different game, but this is also to kind of get a feel for how the regular Chain Grasp build works, right? So that's kind of the purpose for this game, but we'll compare it to another game after this. It is going to be a long video. Some of you might appreciate that. Others will be like, I'm not watching all of that. The second game's good though. If you are going to stick around, of course. Right, damage over onto the Hazard, but does manage to take down players. That's unfortunate fade, but we can stack a few orbs here. Phantasm Orb also on the other side of the wall, which is nice. We don't want to push forward past that wall, really. But Ryan going for a pin. Too many players shooting him, though. Surely going to get eliminated here. Can we get the Ashe at least? At least we do. Phantasm Orb over onto the mate, who also hits a worldie on us. That's a little bit unfortunate. Mercy reses the Ashe, which means I would say we're just down a Ryan, but surely our Ryan's going to be back already. Oh, nope, there he goes. Oh, some speed coming out of spawn there. Ryan should really use electrolytes. Like, I feel like they'd get so much movement speed out of the spawn with this build. Oh, Ryan going down, surely. So many players focusing him. I mean, this is looking difficult. May's on us now. Gonna fade. Could have probably faded towards the Mega. Standstill dodge working okay against the May, but there is the Ashe here as well. Does manage to take us down, or at least the May does with the rolling ice block. Ryan trying to push in. That's only the first point though. That's not too bad. Just took quite a while. Okay, we'll go just for a damage orb through there. Bit of damage over onto the May. We're going to fade that one back. Shatter. Who's it on? Can we get one player down? Ashe does go down. Briggs there as well with a Mercy. We've got damage onto them. Chain Grasp damage. Phantasm Orb all around them. Brig does get taken down. Mercy's still around. Hazard put some damage. We've got to try and get some healing onto this Ryan. He can't charge him without, well, with that much health. Looks like we are kind of pushing them a little bit. I don't really want to go that way, knowing that they could rolly ice block us off the map. They do manage to take down the Tracer though, so we will get involved. Where are you going? Okay, May surely going down here. Good effort though. Okay, damage onto the hazard surely is going to be moving towards the point. No, they're actually opting to back off here. Which is, I mean, to be honest, it's not a bad decision, but I definitely wouldn't have done. I would have straight up gone in and ended up spawning all the way back at our first spawn. May's in a bit of trouble. Chain Grasp maybe off the hazard. May surely taking a lot of damage there. Okay, well, Jet skates through already. Surely use quite a few cooldowns. We're going to go grab that Mega. May is going to roll into us a little bit, but they're not on an AP build, so we can survive it if we've got some health. Okay, May running now. Good wall. Second wall. Bad ult. But nothing really to lose at that point. Looks like our team are going to take the game. Mercy unable to get a touch. We did 36,000 damage. Our healing, not great, but I mean, not horrible. 19k.
Expect the unexpected.
But yeah, Ryan getting the MVP there. So straight into the second game, we're up against an Orisa, Junkrat, May, Zen, and Kiriko, and we're going to do things a bit differently. Still the focus being on Chain Grasp, which is what we've got on the first one. Still the same gadgets to start off with. Exo Boots and Medkit. Junkrat getting a nice shot on us there. So we're going to have to back off for a second. On our team, we've got a Doomfist, Torb, Genji, Lucio, Moira. Again, was thinking of going for a heal build. But when you've got a Doomfist, the Moira heal build's not ideal for it. Against the Doomfist, it's not too bad, but with one, not so much. But we are running through the enemy team right here. Same May, by the way. You know, we did queue this one just after, so we already know what to expect. Exo Boots up top, damage onto Junkrat. 2 seconds of Chain Grasp followed by an Orb. Got Medkit here as well, but we can fade forward, use that first, then go for Medkit. Actually, we've got Orb, then go for Medkit. There we go. We've got Fade if we need it. We are going to fade backwards. Exo Boots is ready, but it's a little bit more tricky to use because obviously we've got a crouch. We had a Medkit, Orb and stuff there anyway. Oh, Genji, got a little bit of heal onto you. Zen taking a bit of damage, but it's not quite enough. Let's get some healing over onto the Doomfist. We do have our ult as well, which we can use because it's not Vanadium. Let's fade out that. Opting not to use it here. Junkrat pretty low. Kiriko also low. Does TP out. We've got a Coalescence. Didn't want to wait for the Orb there. Wanted to get the damage out before players start gaining health. Has then got Transcendence or anything. Okay, well, that's the May again. Just hitting all the shots. Still, our team has made so much progress. The enemy team's got a lot of work to do. They are getting some kills though. Doomfist getting taken down. Genji before that. We will push forward, try and get a little bit of healing out, but Chain Grasp is going to hopefully deter players from pushing forward. The fade's a little bit awkward. Okay, we do manage to get around the corner. Junkrat pushing us a bit too much maybe, but we can't really punish them. Hey, jumping Exo Boots. So we got the high jump from Fade as we used it. It looked kind of cool actually. Like, we've done those jumps, but that way of doing it looked pretty cool. Ooh, Junkrat tire. I don't want that. We saw it out the corner of our eye and opted to just push behind them instead. May is kicking around here, but we just want to stay on the objective. No idea where that ult's going. Kiriko went in there, but nobody's on the bot. We do take the first round. MVP. Okay, the money's not too bad. It's not amazing, but it's not too bad. May getting the MVP for their team, earning a bit more than us. So icicle shots fire a snowball with projectile speed that applies slow on hit. Yeah, kind of annoying to get slowed, but it is what it is. The hero needs to have at least something, right?
time for our teams to work out their strategies.
Right, we went cross-orbal last time. Let's go for Ethereal Excision. It does mean that we can't really get Cyber Venom. So I don't really want to go something like Phantasm here. I think it's probably best for cross-orbal, but we're still deciding it. Shield Buster. Is Shield Buster even a good idea? Because they have a Doomfist. They don't have loads of armor. Aftermarket Firing Pin. The money's a little bit awkward.
The arena is ready and waiting. 20 seconds to go.
Now, the downside of no cross-orbal does mean that we're not going to get that self-heal from it. Also, our team are going to get less healing. But we can fire heal orbs. Frenzy Amplifier, Weapon Grease, Wrist Wraps, and Shield Buster, along with our 2 gadgets. It's not bad. The crit healing is quite nice. The crit damage is fine. Let's see how this goes. Look, we are testing this out because it's a new season. And I could just come up with the final builds for you guys, but I think seeing like our thought process is yeah, quite important if you want to get good at Stadium. Right, chain grasping onto the Orisa. We've got so much uptime with this grasp here. Like, just endless. We're quite happy to just keep attacking the tank. The problem that we've got, though, is the Kiriko is actually putting out insane healing. Like, insane. And it's just, you know, we're kind of offsetting that a bit, but we're not breaking through any of it. 2,723 damage. But, I mean, enemy Kiriko on 2,700 healing. That's a bit of a problem. We're kind of regretting this, noticing that, yeah, the Kiriko is going for a mega heal build. And we've got Ethereal Excision, which means, in theory, no Cyber Venom, right? Having said that, I haven't actually yet seen that bug. But I have seen somebody posted it. And I'm sure there's a way to do it, but we're just going to skip Cyber Venom for now.
Time again to try again.
Oh, it's a bit brutal. We use Exo Boots to get over the wall, but we're going to have to fade the spear. More Chain Grasp. Kind of just standing in front of him. Yeah, okay. I mean, I'm trying to just maximize the Chain Grasp uptime. Doomfist says, Moira, hello. Yeah, I'm aware, right? I'm aware that when we turned around to heal you, you died. You were probably standing there for like 4 seconds, but in the meantime, we're trying to kill a player with Chain Grasp. It's kind of the purpose of our build. Mayot comes in. We do a fade, nearly fade straight into the Junkrat tire. But enemy team very easily winning that round. We do get MVP, but not much cash earned. Kiriko with 12k. Just, Kiriko has a higher cash efficiency than Moira, so this is why this is really bad. Because I'm going to be putting out a fairly decent amount of Chain Grasp damage, but Kiriko is going to heal that up and just get richer from it. So yeah, what are we going to do? El Saka Suppressor probably has the same issue as Cyber Venom. I mean, we could go for a kind of Healy build, but again, it's not going to be that good with the Doom because we're all weapon power and we'll have to just chase them around. I think it is still a good idea to just Chain Grasp and try and do some sort of damage. We want cooldown reduction. Emergency chip could help us against those May and Ash headshots. Or
Only 20 seconds left until we
it's a bit tricky. Frenzy Amplifier, if we get anything. Techno Leech would also help us out. Give us a bit of life steal. Sorry, I said May and Ash. I meant, that was from the last game. I meant May and Junkrat shots. I mean, we're earning pretty decent cash, but the rest of our team's starting to suffer a bit. And yeah, we're lucky we got the first round because it'd be looking like Mercy Rule territory with that cash difference. Right, round 3. Let's see how this one goes. Exo Exo Boots first. Don't really get much time with that one. Orb second. Medkit used for the third one. We can fade. Maybe get up onto the high ground for a bit of Chain Grasp. No, just fade back. We are discorded though, so we are going to back off a little bit. Chain Grasp onto Orisa, but no one's really in range. I think one player went in range briefly. If she backs off though, because she's low health, then that works. If not, we'll try and attack someone in the back because there is Zen shields, which is going to trigger Shield Buster. Junkrat point blank range. I have no idea what state Junkrat's in right now. I think they nerfed Zip Grease, so it only has one shot, and that kind of sounds really bad. I know Zip Grease was annoying, but that's what Junkrat had against Flyers. I wonder what they've replaced it with, or if they think they're just having one shot's enough. Who knows? I'll have to look at that. That is one which we will explore later on. There's too much we need to check out. Crit heals there. For some reason, it doesn't make the crit sound when you're damaging players, but it does when you're healing them. Orisa very low. We do take him down. Trying to get some healing over onto the Doom Fist. Push forward. Retreat. No. We're retreating back because the Zen's got Transcendence. I think the Mei wall might have saved us there. Exo Boots up top to try and contest the Mei. Mei jumping around. Snowman. Okay, Chain Grasp. Do manage to put some damage over onto the Junkrat. We get the Kiriko. Force that TP back. Our team is starting to capture this point. Orisa's already back though. We do get speared and we're going to fade that one. Crit heals again over onto the Doomfist. Mail, we jump up top. Let's try and get the back line so they don't push forward. Zen's getting quite weak. We've got Medkit as well. Does have that annoying self-heal orb. Not going to chase the Zen there. We've got to try and zone out the Zen and then kill the players that are forward. You know, we don't want to just end up 1-for-1. If we can get the Zen out, we can then go back and win the team fight. It looks like that's what we're doing for now. Can we now pressure them? Orisa's still there. Bit of damage onto her. She does get taken down. That's a late death as well. She's going to get the long spawn. 26 health on us. Lucio, thank you very much for the noticing and the heal. Genji taking a bit of damage. Quite a lot of damage, actually. Does get taken down by a mace shot as well. But it cost her life as she was trying to retreat there. Coalescence, no. Oh no, wait, we don't have Vanadium yet, so Coalescence is allowed. Oh, but the Orisa's already in. That's a lot of damage. Molten Core does come in. Enemy team forced back to choke. Orisa very, very low. Zen low as well. We're just pushing through. Got to watch out for that Junkrat trap. We do see it on the floor. Kiriko's on us. Junkrat's on us, but that means they're not in the point. Go on, Genji. Genji gets the Junkrat. Can they also get the Kiriko? Yes, they can. Good job finishing them off. Is somebody around near the point? It is a Mei. They are going to be able to stall for a little bit. But I don't think anybody else is going to get there in time. They do not. Big damage that round. Another MVP. Actually, the amount of cash. I mean, we had a 12% boost, but we earned a lot, and that's really going to help, especially coming into the payload race map. Powder Keg Mine. So, Cross Orbal next. What to get here? Gonna sell Frenzy Amplifier and Techno Leech. I mean, we've got 20k, and we still need 2 slots. The question is, can we get some cooldown reduction? We can't get both Hard Light and Iridescent Iris. Just simply put, we can't afford that. We could take Vanadium now. Other options for Sky Ordnance again. We're looking at... If we get Vanadium and we sell it, okay, that gives us 10k. That's quite good. Could get something like Superflexor. Could get Volsky Ordnance. That would be good against the Orisa. We only have 1 orb to use with if we were to get Superflexor. Codebreaker could also be quite good. Orisa's got a lot of armor. Well, let's just stick with this then. See if we do get some value out of that item when targeting someone like an Orisa. We've dealt a lot of damage so far, so let's see how it goes.
3, 2, 1. And here they go.
Okay, Exo Boots to lead. before firing the orb. Okay, we want to really get Chain Grasp off of that Orisa. Hopefully onto some players around that payload, but they are keeping their distance, which is very smart. Very annoying for me to get speared there, but Orisa getting very, very, very low. No big spear from her. Can we get some Chain Grasp damage with the orb as well? Oh, actually taking a lot of damage. I mean, we're dealing so much damage here, but it's just not getting any kills. Kiriko's just healing up. We really miss Cyber Venom at this point. Yeah, look. Kiriko has 3,500 healing already, and we're just over 3,000 damage. So it's just all getting healed up. Obviously, Zen's healing some as well, but then also the rest of our team is dealing some damage. Okay, don't want to use the coal really. Not if we've got Vanadium. Cheeky fade at the back. Okay, Mei taking damage. Use some cooldowns. Mei ult comes in. We're going to fade all the way behind that one. Be a bit of a distraction. Chain Grasp hopefully taking down the Kiriko. No, she's just out of range there. Mei's on us as well. Let's use Jet Skates. I'm not going to chase the Mei. Not when there's so many targets in front that we can Chain Grasp. But yeah, they just hit the shots. We were trying to dodge. Didn't work out though. I have no idea what build our Torb's on. I haven't really looked at any of our team's builds. Enemy team in the lead though. Chain Grasp. Orisa's getting low. Does hit us with a spear though. We are going to fade. Junkrat isolated. Can we take him down though? It's a bit scary when they get close. Or don't jump into the total mayhem. Okay, let's chase this Orisa. A bit scared about an ult here, especially while we don't have the fade. Okay, can we get some damage on the Mei? The problem is the objective. Got to keep an eye on that one. No, I'm not giving you the opportunity to shoot that last shot at me. We faded it out of respect. Okay, Transcendence comes in. Now you'd think, oh well, why when Transcendence is there, why don't you just heal all of your team? All of my team were generally quite full, and remember in Stadium there's cash generation. We'll still get cash for any damage that we do, right? So it's not quite as clear cut as in regular ranked where, jeez. Okay. Yeah, it's not like regular ranked where, you know, Transcendence comes in and you may as well just heal. Unless you need heal resources, of course, then you might as well grasp a little bit. In Stadium, yeah, if there's no healing to do, we might as well just do some damage and keep our cash up. Mei's still hitting these shots. We're just going to rotate around. Junkrat very low. That's the target that we can kill. The tires there didn't go for us. It's 1 health though. Anybody going to take it down? I mean, they're all grouped nearby here. We've got to get close though. Damage orb in there. We do have coalescence if we need it. We may have to use it here. Even with the Vanadium. Heal orb. Oh, I don't know if I should use it or not. We're trying to Chain Grasp. Junkrat got a bit low, but Suzu comes in. There's a lot of chain players really close by though. Junkrat very, very low. The Orisa's there. Can we just kill the Kiriko? That's the one we need to actually eliminate here. Then the Orisa's going to die. She's doing a great job holding the objective. There's so many players attacking them. Chain Grasp over onto the Kiriko. Lucio, I think, chasing her down. TP comes in. We do manage to finish her off. We are taking a lot of spears, but we are still making sure that we block the enemy objective from moving. Don't want them anywhere near that. Okay, Mei going in for the touch, but opts to just go to the doorway instead. I guess give some Mei will retreat options. She's surely going to be rotating around. Yeah, I did hear them, but we've got to get this Discord off of us first. Let's jump up onto the high ground. Kiriko a bit weak, very weak. Kiriko taken down. Genji's also in there. Mei ult coming in over onto our objective. Mei gets taken down. Orisa's got no health left. Don't think anybody's here. And it looks like we're going to go 3-1 up. Wow. A lot of damage there. MVP again. 17.2k cash. We are earning today.
Next up, who's ready to start the push? Time for the teams to gear up.
So we saw the problem. The problem is Kiriko. I have the spider. crit hits make a bit more use of Ethereal Excision. I am a bit worried though that Eye of the Spider is going to reveal my own teammates if I heal them. Of course, that's not quite as bad as Cyber Venom, right? The anti-heal. Oh no, the enemy team can see them behind walls. I'm not sure. I haven't tested it, but if that bug still exists, then yeah, that might be the case, but I think I'm willing to risk that one. Icy Coolant gives a bit more cooldown reduction. Do we really want Eye of the Spider though? I mean, it is a decent amount of weapon power. I mean, we could get 2 10k items instead. The question is, are there any good 10k items here? Codebreaker. So, targeting Orissa's armor.
Only 20 seconds left until we kick this round off.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. So, there is one downside. Obviously, if you kill armor quicker, that means your shield buster, if there's no other armor around, then you're going to lose that attack speed. So sometimes if your target's to chain off of the tank and hit the squishies, then you don't actually want the armor to disappear quickly because you want to deal damage and hit the squishies. But in this case, let's see if we can try and just break through the Orisa as well. And you know, we are still chaining on to other players, so... Okay, we don't have any of our gadgets now, so we are relying on cooldown reduction for the Chain Grasp uptime. We also want to be using our Fade to trigger that Chain Grasp. Junkrat taken down by it. Orisa also eliminated. Do you manage to get the Zen, the Mercy? The Maze very, very low. And this is looking good so far. Maybe we don't need Cyber Venom after all. Get that Chain Grasp damage out onto everybody. Not really worth it, but again, cash generation. It's a cash trade though, because they're going to heal up that damage, right? But you know, I want my influence on the games to be as high as possible, because you never know what kind of teammates you're getting. So yeah, if I can earn cash and it gives the same amount or similar cash to the enemy team, I'm going to take that rather than play the safe approach. In most cases, Orissa's trying to attack us, but without your support, we nearly walked into that. Without your supports, you are certainly struggling to do that. Orisa does go down, Lucio getting the kill. Oh, Kiriko very low. We do take her out as well. Zen wrecked, and we're on the bot. The May's pushing forward. We may be able to get a little bit more distance on this one. Okay, well, May did take down the Torb. Okay, more distance. I'm okay with that. I mean, they're still not contesting it. Only now have they got closer. That could be kind of big. May does come back and get the kill, though.
60 seconds left.
Doomfist. Is that retreating ult? No, we've still got some players out there. Torb's going to be joining soon. We are a long way off. Junkrat ult used. Okay. I mean, if it's going to kill 3 of our players, then fine. Yeah, we're not committing to this. We're just doing a little bit of poke damage. We hear footsteps. Junkrat's there. Misses the mine. Oof. Can we chain grasp it? We tried. Oh no, our Torb goes down. They've still got to get to the checkpoint and then past the checkpoint. So there is a pause. Beat did come in. Zen's on us, but can we get the rest of the enemy team down or put pressure on them? Orisa getting very, very low. Kitsune Rush is used though. A bit scared of the Orisa ult here. May just runs us down. Okay, this is a little bit scary. Can I heal the Torb here? We can. Orisa's close. Oh no, Doom took too much damage on entry. We fade around, try and provide a slight different angle. Suzu, that was a great Suzu as well. Fade jump up top, try and get more Chain Grasp damage onto players. We get hit by a spear though. Junkrat takes us down. We've got a Doomfist there. They're actually making so much progress. We've got a turret stuck on the wall, but that's going to get killed soon. Genji trying to get a block. Torb does go down. Genji's in a bit of trouble as well. The turrets are down. Enemy teams pushing. Genji going in. Maybe that was the time to use Coalescence. Mayot comes in. We've got to move out of that, but make sure that somebody gets a touch on the bot. We do move forward. Got Fade as well, back on top of the little cart. I mean, it's a great position. We're in a really good position. Like, just playing up there is nice. The enemy team, you know, when they're playing around the bot, they're not going to clearly see Orisa getting very, very low. We do take her down. May's also kind of weak up in the sky. They do not... oh. I guess we didn't touch the objective. We got the kills as well. The bot must have just moved a little bit forward. That's a frustrating one. It does, however, mean that we're going to a round 7. Round 6, even. Which means we do get another power. What to pick here? Phantasm, right? You know what time it is. Anti-sustain build, how much of it can we buy? We certainly haven't made that much money. Some items are more expensive. Oh, we can buy all of it. Okay, I mean, this is the same build that I've got on that page, except we've got Ethereal Excision instead of multi-ball. Obviously, the new Ethereal Excision. Now, this build is heavy on the cooldown reduction. It's also a very well-rounded build. You've got quite a good amount of life. You've got decent weapon power or attack speed. And then you've got some good ability power as well. So, let's see how this build works out with the changes this season. This is where you judge it. It's certainly been a struggle up to this point. Chain Grasp in general has felt a bit weaker. We've had to, you know, play a little bit differently, and that's going to take some time getting used to. But this is a build we're very familiar with. Let's see how it works out. Aggressive, fast, fun, furious. Okay, Phantasm Orbs. Place down, make sure that we apply that Cyber Venom, which we have taken, by the way. I just thought I'd mention that. We figured I'm not doing much healing anyway. Even if I do debuff my team, then we've got to get the enemy heals down. So we are just straight up going for it. I don't know if it's going to appear on any of my teammates. I haven't noticed it appearing on them. But yeah, as I said, it has been bugged. It'll probably be fixed. Like, but maybe they fixed it already, or they'll be working on that shortly. So we can still test the build for now. And also, we'd need to hear the crit heals from players that are being affected by an orb. I think only then it may or may not apply it to them. Doomfist getting a little bit low. Can we get the tank trade here? Doomfist didn't go down. Actually used ult. Genji with the blade coming in. Putting that damage over onto the Orisa, but I've got to get out of there. Did manage to get Transcendence out of them, though. Also, Genji just about surviving. Junkrat taken down. Okay, don't want to get walled off there really by the Mei. More damage though. Okay, she has to ice block. Phantasm Orb left there in case anybody else pushes with them. Come on, Lucio, let's take down the annoying Mei. Genji dashing in there to get the kill. Doomfist a little bit low. No, we were going to trap. We got beat, but they've got Kitsune Rush. Junkrat's taken down. Is anyone going to be able to even get to the point? They absolutely cannot. 53,000 damage. We take the final round. 81k cash earned. Guys, let me know what you think. So far I've heard a lot of negativity around Chain Grasp, but I think there are ways to make it work. We need a bit more time with it. It feels more difficult in the early rounds. But there's options, right? You could always pick Chain Grasp as a last power. Cross Orbal still exists. Anyway, let me know what you guys think. GG. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.